guys, welcome back to Days of Darkness and welcome to my initial reactions / mini spoiler free review of Mortal Kombat 2021. For those of you who are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Traditional movie reviews on this channel consist of me, well, they're horror movies all the time, and this is horror adjacent enough that I figured I would talk about it. But movie reviews typically involve me spoiling the shit out of it. And this movie is very new. It came out yesterday. So I am not going to spoil it here. No worries. No needing to click off at any point. We're just going to shoot the shit, man. We're going to talk about this movie for a little while. Now, for those of you who don't know, even if you're a longtime viewer of this, I am not just some horror movie lover that, happened upon this. Ooh, a movie with blood and guts and ninjas? I'm game. Let's fucking go. I fucking love Mortal Kombat. I adore Mortal Kombat. First of all, yes, it is bloody and gory and fucking fabulous in that department. But that's not really the reason I love it. As cool as that shit is, I adore the characters, and I adore the story that NetherRealm is unraveling currently with the games. I fucking love this series, man. I love Mortal Kombat. I fucking... Scorpion's my favorite. Which, that's... if you ask a lot of people who like Mortal Kombat, they're gonna say that, he's their favorite. So this movie, if Scorpion's my favorite, if you've seen the movie, there's a lot of things done with that character that already win my favor. And definitely improved my opinion about the film. I think they do right by Scorpion tenfold in this. But that being said, all of it, Sub-Zero, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Jax, I almost combined two character names. Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Raiden, Shang Tsung, Baraka, I said Johnny Cage already. You get the fucking point. I adore this series. It's one of my favorite fucking things. As far as the gaming part of it, just to get off into a little side tangent, I'm up to date with the story. Gaming has been one of those things that as I get older, it's just starting to I'm starting to lose it a little bit when it comes to games. It's not clicking like it used to. I play a lot of old games. I just recently threw on my Xbox 360 and I've been playing Mortal Kombat 9 a shit ton because I fucking love that game. Along with Dead Space and a bunch of cool horror games too. But that being said, I've kept up with the story. I'll usually look up when a new Mortal Kombat game comes out. I'm always very much looking forward to it because I know I can just look up the cutscenes on YouTube and be done with it and watch it for 5 hours and wash my hands of it and be like, oh my god, cool. I just watched an awesome 5-hour Mortal Kombat movie, basically. Which, people are like, oh, there's not been a Mortal Kombat movie in years. It's like, man, we're getting movies left and right every couple years from NetherRealm. So that being said, going into this movie, I was not setting my expectations at that level. I did not think that this movie was going to match what NetherRealm is doing right now, because what they're doing is so fucking unique and cool and different, and I really like it, man. I really, really like what they're doing. So I went into this with a Mortal Kombat 95 kind of mindset. That movie is not perfect by any means, but it's fun. It's a fun, cool action film with a lot of characters that I fucking adore, and that is how I went into this movie. And guys, I gotta say, I fucking liked it, man. I liked it a lot. I really, really did. I had my expectations Low, but high. Like, I was like, okay, this is just going to be fucking fun. That being said, I bit my cheek a little bit. That being said, there are some aspects of this movie that I think could have been done better. Mainly, let's just get the negative Nancy shit out of the way. I wasn't a huge fan of Cole. People are shitting on this fucking character. Like, people are like, oh my god, he's the worst. He's just so boring and blah, 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 blah. He's fine. Just because I'm not a fan of the character does not mean I think he should be banished from all Mortal Kombat lore forevermore. Not saying that at all. I think he is a plot device. I think he is there to move the story along and kind of be that human character that we can look at, especially new audiences who are not used to the world of Mortal Kombat, and he's basically there to ask all the questions. That being said, I am not watching this movie for Cole Young. I am watching this movie for Scorpion. I am watching this movie for Sub-Zero, for Kano, for Sonya Blade, for Jax, for Liu Kang, for Kung Lao, for Raiden, for fucking Shang Tsung, for Cabal, for fucking... I'm trying to think. Goro. You know, I'm watching this movie for these characters, and holy shit, this movie gives me those characters. And I gotta say, for the most part, I was very, very satisfied with the depictions of these characters. They're not, you know, this movie is not going to be Mortal Kombat 95. This movie is not going to be a NetherRealm fucking... It's not going to be that. And I'm fine with that. That being said, there were some characters that I think could have been done a little more justice. You have some no-names here and there that even I didn't fucking remember or know about. I just thought they were just random characters that were made specifically for this movie to, spoiler alert, get killed off very brutally and bloodily and lovely. And they do. But, there were some very key characters in this that I think they kind of dropped the ball with a little bit, and they were just kind of there. Doesn't really, you know, again, 90% of this character-wise, I really, really enjoyed. And even Cole, as, I'm not going to say boring, but even as, you know, vanilla, there's nothing wrong with vanilla. It's good, it's fine, but it's just vanilla. You know, even with him, they do some cool stuff with that character that I really liked. And I think it's interesting, and you know, I'm fine when movies do stuff different. I'm okay with new characters. I'm okay with new risky forms of storytelling. And with the Mortal Kombat universe, let's be real for a second. Let's turn around our fanboy caps for a second and really think. Is the Mortal Kombat canon really all that stable? No, it's really fucking not. So, to have that Mortal Kombat intro where I fucking screamed, fucked me up. But anyways, it's not solid canon. It's been ever changing, you know, in recent years, since like 2011. It's been pretty rock solid with what NetherRealm was doing. But before that, it was kind of all over the place in certain regards. That being said, especially early Mortal Kombat, holy fuck, that was like, what is going on? But yeah, man, I think this movie does a good job of setting up sequels. And, I mean, that's what it's do. It's a fucking summer blockbuster, man. That's what it's set out to do. It is set out to be a big blockbuster movie series. And it does that very well. I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't entertained by this movie. Was I completely satisfied with the entire thing? No, I think they could have done some stuff better. But overall, man, I fucking really, really like this movie. Now, the biggest positive I can say of this, yes, the story was entertaining and it was cool and whatever. Which to me, that is just as an important part of Mortal Kombat as the blood and the gore and the violence. That's why, to me, what NetherRealm is currently doing is better. Because while it is violent as shit, the story is so strong, in my opinion. I really like it. And the story here is fine. It's perfectly serviceable. But that being said, man, the biggest positive I can say about this movie is the blood and the fucking guts and the brutality. That is what Mortal Kombat is known for. Mortal Kombat is the reason we have the ERSB. This movie is known. This franchise is known. I don't know why I keep doing this. This movie, I keep saying movie. This franchise is known for its brutality, and they deliver on that 100%. The fight scenes themselves, I could have used a little more hard hitting, a little more like this, like very visceral. I could have used a little more of that, but that's a very small price to pay. I think the fights are choreographed beautifully. I think they are magnificent. I think the blood and the guts and all of that are awesome. They are there. We get some classic fatalities. We get some newer kind of fatalities that I wasn't expecting that were really cool. And yeah, man, overall, I fucking really, really like this movie. That being said, the two big negatives I have, well, one of them's not a big negative, but the next one is. So I'll get into the minor little nitpick shit that me as a nerd will say. I really wish we got more of that theme song, man. We get it like towards the end in a cool little orchestral kind of version of it. But if they would have just hung dong for 1 second and just let it fucking ride, man, and just pump that fucking original awesome Mortal Kombat theme song just once, man. I just needed it once. That's all I needed, and they didn't give it to me, and I'm like... And we get a cool little remix version of it at the end, too, which was nice. But if I could have just gotten that just one time, that's all I'm asking for. I would have... Oh, God, I would have... Let's be PG. But anyways, to me, the ending felt rushed. I get they're trying to set up a wider story here. I appreciate that. I'm all cool with it. I don't think the ending was abysmal by any means. I just think, they were building up to something that didn't really happen. And I'm okay with it not happening here. That's fine. But I wish we would have gotten a little more at the end. I wish we would have gotten a little more grandiose fight scenes. I wish we would have gotten a cooler climax. That being said, I am very satisfied with the action that we did get. And I appreciate that they're trying to build a story here. Nothing wrong with that. And yeah, man. Overall, I think I went back and forth between negatives and positives. Like I say, this is just me shooting the shit. I've seen the movie once, and I didn't take notes. I didn't really this thing is barely scripted out. This is just me sitting here as I die from screaming Mortal Kombat earlier. Holy shit. This was just me kind of sitting down, shooting the shit, and talking about it for a little bit. Because, I fucking love Mortal Kombat. And I was very, very excited for this. I know a lot of people who are into horror probably are into Mortal Kombat. So, I don't think my audience is really, really too mad at this one. But yeah, guys. That'll do it for me for my Mortal Kombat initial reactions. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments. I want to know. I really would like to Really would like to see what you guys think about this. Did you like Cole? Did you not like Cole? Were you disappointed with some characters not being here? I know I was. I wish I could have gotten a little bit of some people that we won't talk about. Well, I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but I also don't want you to be like, oh, so-and-so's not in this movie. Fuck it. Don't do that. This movie's fine. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. If you're new to the channel, again, welcome. Feel free to subscribe especially if you like just some guy with always weird haircuts talking about horror movies. You're gonna get that in spades here, baby. But yeah, if you would like, please, I would really appreciate a subscribe and just support the channel. It would mean the fucking world to me. And yeah, man. All right. That's all she wrote for this one, guys. Pretty short video for me, but yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. Also, going up at the same time this is going up will be my Night of the Living Dead review. If you want to go check that out, I would really appreciate the support on that video as well. And with that being said, man, that's going to wrap me up, guys. Take care of each other. Keep watching horror. Keep playing Mortal Kombat. And have a good day. All right, guys. Peace.